Smosh that. I'm Vern.
I'm Vic, and welcome to live Defcon Rugby Show, Monday edition, baby. Monday edition. What a weekend of rugby we had.
Fantastic weekend, man.
Unbelievable. Vern, I'm going to put out the Defcon rankings here. I mean, there we go. Look, I'll put it this way. I'll talk to you about this today. If you're England, it's Defcon 1, it's all over.
No. If you're English, there's not a scale that you're on.
If you're French, you must probably at Defcon 2 with holy crap.
Yeah.
If you're Italy, it's Defcon 5. All is calm. All is well in the land of spaghetti and vino. You know?
Bella Italia.
And an espresso and a tiramisu. Everything is beautiful there, you know?
Everything.
In Wales, it's what's up? Wales is actually not playing that bad lately.
They had back-to-back 2 good games, man.
There you go. If you're the Scottish, it's just probably holy crap, didn't expect that. In a good way.
In a good way.
The Irish must probably just going to get ready to hammer the Scottish next week, I think.
I think so too, but we'll see.
But yeah, we've been wrong before. But I think today we're talking a lot about England today, so I think we're going to go with Defcon 1 today.
I think that is the right choice.
That is the right choice, because we'll see. We'll see. That is Defcon 1 today. Definitely got to talk we've got to talk a lot about the English today. We've got to break down this biblical failure. I mean, this is more like Sodom and Gomorrah. This is like the Leaning Tower of Babylon falling over. This is Samson and Delilah. It's all gone wrong for the English, man.
Leaning Tower of Babylon falling over.
It fell over. Babylon, the tower fell over, man.
It wasn't leaning, man.
Well, yes, it was. Because when it falls over, it leans at some stage.
Okay. I'll put up my hands. I'll take it. Holy man.
Look, all I know is the English tea, the biscuits and the scones are not tasting as good as they used to, and the cucumber sandwiches are off.
The cucumber sandwiches taste like cack, man.
Prawn sandwiches down the toilet. Strawberries with fresh cream, throw it away. It's all done. It's done, man. It's done. They got done by the gnocchi eating, vino drinking, espresso slurping Italians, and it was deserved. The Italians played mucho, man. They played beautiful.
They played absolutely stunning.
How did you like my header today? Sweet low, sweet nothing, Bella Italia. I wanted to actually play the song, but I thought, can't rub it in, things do change. It could be our chance next.
Listen here, it changes very fast, but you must say the Italians played with so much passion, so much heart, so much desire.
Passion.
It was a beautiful thing to watch.
No, it was. I knew before the game. I was doing the commentary, and there was the English national anthem, God Save the King. And then when the Italia and the Cannone brothers were crying, I knew England were in for it. I knew that, and then the game was over. Those boys were Nocatera, the hooker. I mean, they played so well. The passion out there. And the English thought they had the game when they were up 8 by 8 points there near the end. But the Italians, I mean, come on, man. This was, Julius Caesar would have been proud of them.
Listen, it's one of those games you won't forget very very quickly.
But let's before we get into it, let's talk about the topics. Let's forget about the topic. There's only one topic. It's England. It's English bashing today. Let's be honest. Let's go. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. 101 to go to hit 45,000. So keep on liking, subscribing, hitting the notification. And if you do want to get hold of the 2 idiots here, that's the email address. There you go. But let's start with the Six Nation. What?
We had 144,900. Somebody took off his subscription.
No, don't worry.
Long may he live.
So, Six Nation results of the weekend. Ireland beat Wales, and good. It's a good result for Wales. Welsh rugby's coming again, Vern.
It is coming.
Well, put it this way. They're at least going in the right direction compared to England.
They are going in the right direction, and they played well, man. I must say the first half was tight.
They should have beat Scotland.
They should have.
They were the better team than Scotland. Scotland don't travel well. But, you can't eat haggis everywhere. That's the problem. Scotland, France, look, great game to watch, 40-50. if you're a rugby coach, not a great game to watch because the defenses were terrible, both of them.
Both of them. But thanks, Lawrence. No, it was the Scotland-France was an amazing game to watch. As a neutral, it was fun, exciting, a lot of tries, a lot of twists and turns.
I don't want to be funny. I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to try to be unfair. Great win from Scotland. I just think the French arrogance got to them a little bit. I think they didn't. I think the French thought we turn up, we win.
Yeah.
But I got to say one thing: if you're Scottish, you got to be worried because your away form is cuck. I mean, you went to Italy and you lost, and you can't say, well, England also lost there because England are shit. Let's be honest. I mean, I put England and Wales on the same par at the moment. Scotland away to Italy bad, almost lost to Wales away from home. Scotland don't travel well, if they don't hear the bagpipes in the morning and there's mist on the fields and they don't have a whiskey for breakfast and a haggis pie for lunch, they don't do well. They don't do well when they travel. We know Scotland's away record is worse than Wales.
It's bad. But listen here, they're just going to hope that the Drakensberg Highlanders are informed. Kyle Steyn did come off with an injury, so let's hope. So for Scotland, you got to get him back.
I got a question. This is not even trying to be funny. Are there any real Scotsmen playing in the team?
There are, Vic. There are.
There are. Okay.
They got a lot of Drakensberg Highland in there. But listen here, you got to get
the captain is from fucking Samoa.
Yeah, I know, but you got to get Kyle Steyn back. He was man of the match. Played fantastic. Skuman was amazing as well. No, they got a good bunch of players there.
Look, I'm not even trying to be funny here or diss anybody. I don't think they win in Ireland. And I don't think England win in France in any case. It doesn't matter what Scotland does. If France win, they win it.
I still think England have a better chance of winning in France than Scotland has in Ireland.
No, you fucking delusional. No. The Scot. You know what my big wish is? France hammer England. Ireland beat Scotland, and Wales beat Italy. Because then the wooden spoon goes to England. And I don't think they're going to change anything there if there isn't that wooden spoon. But next week, big games. All three of the games are going to be live on this channel. So do watch. But now we're going to talk about, before we get to we'll get to the standings first. Six Nation standings. There you go. So France and Scotland both on 16 points. Now, I don't know how this works because Scotland did beat France. So why is Scotland not first? Is it the points difference? So it doesn't matter. The direct games don't matter. It's the points difference.
That's different.
So if both teams win at the bonus point, France win it because Scotland is not going to make up 50 points. They're not going to beat Ireland by 100 because France is going to beat England by 50. You know what I mean?
I know. No, that's not going to happen.
But what if Ireland win against Scotland and England somehow beat France? Then all of a sudden it's Ireland's championship, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. Look, can you imagine Italy beating Wales big, Ireland losing to Scotland, all of a sudden the Italians finishing fourth? The Italians have never had 3 wins in the Six Nations. No. Never. It would be historical.
It would be historical. I think their record is 1 anyway.
Is it 1 is their win record?
I'm sure about that.
Yeah, but look, they are just phenomenal at the moment. Look, I tell you, everybody, you're playing those Italians, you should be worrying a little bit, You should be worrying a little bit.
Just because they are such, I don't know, they're playing, that scrum of theirs is amazing. They've got great backs as well. You got the Kabisi brothers are playing fantastic as well.
You got the Canone brothers as well. But you know what? You look at that. Okay, let's put it this way. I take that Italian pack, right? And I line them up in a row. Then I line up every other pack in the world underneath. The Italian pack look like backs. That none of them are built. There's no 125 kilo man or 130 kilo man like you have on the other teams. They're all built like wingers and centers playing there, and that's exactly what's their plus at the moment, because they are actually tough guys. But
Strong.
But basically, it doesn't matter if you go out to your wings or you go out to your pack. They're all the same speed. You know what I mean? They've got good speed there in the big boys.
They've got a good speed, and they're just playing as a fantastic unit, which
And
is so
I
fantastic.
think their hooker, Nokotera,
Yeah, mustard.
yeah, he's in the top 3 hookers for the world for me right now.
Mustard, man.
He's
Absolute
playing,
mustard.
and the Argentinian coach, they've got them playing Argentinian rugby, actually.
Yes.
They kick, I said it on my thing, people laughed at me. I said, the Italians will kick everything. You give them the opportunity to take 3 points, they do exactly the same. And that's exactly what the Argentinians do. They play the scoreboard, they scorp, and they can kick.
I mean, Kabisi's a great kicker.
I take Kabisi over everything that we've got in South Africa at the moment for kicking.
Kicking wise, yes.
I'm talking kicking, I'm always talking kicking. Yeah?
Otherwise, you get a shitstorm if you don't.
But we'll see. So that's the statement. Now we're going to go into depth here. We're going into depth. A little analyze. Look, let's start off with the coach there, old Steve. Steve, at the moment he must be feeling like he's fucking Steve Urkel.
He looks like a bit of an.
I like Steve Brothwick. I think he's an honest, hard-working person. I don't even. I see here on the tips. Here we go. We've got a lot of people there on the poll. 27% going with Brothwick. I don't blame the coach this much. Because you had that new coach Bounce, he came in, he stabilized them, they did well. They won 12 games. Man, I just analyzed those 12 games. 12 of those, I think, was 3 times. 3 times Wales, 3 times the B team from Argentina, 1 time it was US. So that's 7. So 3 Argentinians, B teams, 3 Wales that were in disarray, 1 time the USA that are not on the same level, and 1 time an Australian team in Twickenham that was weak from the rugby championships already. So out of your 12 wins, you had 8 where I think Italy could have got 8 wins there as well. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Most teams would have won those 8. And then they had a good one against New Zealand, but you've got to put that into context as too. New Zealand played Ireland, New Zealand played France. Their last game was against England. They come off a tough rugby championship. England had no games. Had a nice long rest, so we'll see. I don't blame him as much as I blame the players. I think they got to change the captain. Everybody knows I can't stand him, and I was proven right this weekend. The guy's a fucking idiot.
He's a whiner.
He whines, and then he does stupid things. England were up, Vern, by 8 points. And then he makes the most cynical, stupid foul for a yellow card that you've seen. I mean, listen here, if a South African did that, the media would have gone wild on him. But no, it's Mora Itoje. I mean, if you know, you know. I just think stupid mistake. And then again, like I said, I actually think they believed their own hype. We won 12 times. Ooh, South Africa, be careful. New Zealand, be careful. We're coming for you. France is not even in our league. Ireland can't play us. Well, you can't beat Scotland, you can't beat Ireland, and you won't beat France, and you just couldn't beat Italy. So at the moment I see about 8 to 9 teams in World Rugby better than the English.
Not just that, I think also the press hyped him up so much. The pundits hyped him up so much.
But that's normal with the English, isn't it?
It is, and that's the beauty of the English. The fall is so much harder, which makes me happy.
Listen here, in England, these TV commentators, if somebody can chew gum and walk straight at the same time, he's a world champion. Let's be honest. They do the same with the footballers, and every time that whole nation, the media build them up. It's coming home, and the only thing that comes home is a loss.
It's true.
It's unfreaking believable. I feel for. Actually, I'm starting to feel for the English.
No, long may it continue.
No, honestly, I feel for them. So I'm starting to feel sorry for them. And you know what the worst thing is in sports, is when people start to feel sorry for you. When people pity you. There's nothing worse than people feeling sorry for you and pity. I'm pitying the English. I think they're in for a terrible next 18 months of rugby.
Yeah, but they've still got that lovely World Cup draw there where they've got really favoured.
Well, who they got in the World Cup draw? Who do you think they're playing? Who do you think they're winning any of those games? If that World Cup was today, they wouldn't get out of the group stage.
But it's not today, is it?
Well, I can go have a look there. I can change the screen quickly. World Cup. Okay. At the moment, they might lose to Wales. At the moment, would they beat Tonga?
I would think so.
And hey, Zimbabwe, man, the boys from Zimbabwe got something, you saw it in the cricket, they're coming, So they're lucky they don't have Namibia in the group. Now, honestly, I would back Georgia if Georgia were playing against England right now.
Yeah.
They got passion. No. Now we've got to talk about the other. I don't think Borthwick's to blame, but I think this man is a disgrace. Talks a load of crap all the time. Gives more interviews than he practices. Moans on the field. I haven't seen. The only whiners that I see bigger than Moro Toja are the boys in the Formula One that whine more than this man. I mean, he makes Bruno Fernandes look like a non-whiner. He moans more than Bruno Fernandes. Listen here, Mikel Arteta whines less than this man.
That's harsh, man.
No, I'm going to call him Moro Arteta Atoshi from now on. Because he whines. I mean, on the weekend, he led that loss on the weekend is 50% on him. Not the rest of the team, on him.
Yeah.
You can't. In World Rugby today, there's only one team that can play with 13 or 12 or 14 or maybe even 10 men. That's the Springboks. We showed it against the French. I mean, the Scots are raving about how they beat the French. We did it with 12 men. So let's be honest. It's not that, I actually think very exciting Six Nations, right?
Very.
Very exciting. Maybe the best Six Nations from excitement, but from the quality of play.
Yeah, there are some questionable results. I mean, 50-40, it's questionable, man.
No. I'm saying now, the two worst teams there, okay, are England and Wales. You take out England and Wales, and you put in South Africa and New Zealand into the Six Nations. Yeah, you know what the result's going to be, right?
I do.
Yeah. It's going to be either New Zealand or South Africa winning it. There you go. I just think at the moment, I think he's got to make a change at captain. I know you don't like the man, but I think Tom Curry's a better captain. I think Ellis Geng would be a better captain. George would be a better captain. Not Curious George. What is his name? Jamie George.
Ooh, we've got a good comment there from England need Penix to be great again. Oh, no.
You can have him. Vic will bubble wrap him. No. At the moment, can't take him. You can have other players from the Sharks. Can't have Penix. Penix is too important for us now. He's mucho grande mustard. Listen here. You're a Stormers fan and you are laughing. We'll talk on Saturday evening.
The Stormers are going to get hammered.
But no, look, now we want to go. Look, I think you need a captain change. I think all this, all you see from the English players is that they're dancing on TikTok with old Henry Pollock and stuff like that. Stop fucking doing TikTok. Stop freaking dancing. Get onto the practice field. I mean, you got embarrassed by Scotland, right? Embarrassed. Then everybody said, okay, yeah, you got embarrassed. You can have a bad weekend. They're going to bounce back against the Irish. Not only didn't they not bounce back, they got embarrassed even more.
Way more.
I mean, it's like, Scotland gave him, like, with a shoe size 50 kick up the arse. Then you would say, oh, my arse is hurting. I come back next week. But then the Irish put that size 50 shoe straight into their balls.
Yeah, but,
and Italy finished it off with a kick to the head.
Yeah, but, everybody thought, Scotland will be up for it, of course, like they always are. So it's just a once-off. But, hey, listen here. Losing to Ireland and then losing to Italy.
They're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
La Trois, the threesome.
It'll be 4 on the weekend.
5.
It'll be 5 in July.
Unbelievable. Then let's have a look at that world rankings, Vern. Let's look at the world rankings.
Please do.
The team that was supposed to become world champions are now 6th. Dropping like a stone. Italy, good in 10th there. They've solidified that 10th spot. Good. If they take a win on the weekend against Wales, they'll overtake Fiji. They'll go into 9th. Scotland got to play Ireland, France, England. If England lose again, if England lose again and France and Scotland beat Ireland, I think Scotland can go ahead of England, you know.
Yeah.
That would be embarrassing for English rugby. The Scots are ahead of you.
It's just the way the
I mean, the
situation-
men wear dresses, man. They wear kilts. They don't even wear pants. Half the time they're inebriated and drunk.
True.
Nah, there you go. There you go. But look, I still think France are favourites to win it.
Oh, definitely.
Because they've got the easiest game of the weekend of the three teams that are vying for the championship.
Yeah, they are at home. They should do it.
And the good thing is, for the French, they know exactly what they have to do in the evening. Because Ireland play early in the afternoon. Scotland is actually the first game.
Yeah, but the French have to win anyway. It doesn't matter what it is. They have to.
Yeah, but look, yes, but you know, do you have to win at the bonus point? Don't you have to win at the bonus point? There's a lot of things you know beforehand, you know. You have to win, yes, because if Ireland win and you lose, Ireland win it. If Scotland win it, they have to win. They know they have to win. But you might have to win at the bonus point or whatever. But then let's move to the Super Rugby. Talking about all this English getting me fucking nauseated, man. Here we go. Super Rugby this weekend. Vern, some crazy results in the Super Rugby, man.
Really some crazy ones. Especially me, the standout game was at Waratahs against Hurricanes. I don't know what happened there.
Look, Chiefs, Moana. Look, we said at the beginning of the season when we looked at it, we said Moana, Western Force and Drua will play for the Wooden Spoon. It looks like that way. Looks like the Crusaders are trying to join them at the moment.
They're doing the best.
That's the biggest upset for me this season, the Crusaders doing so badly. 4 games, 1 win, 3 losses. Brumbies, I was surprised that the Brumbies lost to the Reds.
They had a brain fart, Vic.
But listen here, you know what? It just shows you that even in the Super Rugby, you can lose to anybody if you don't turn up.
And they were cruising there, 10 points ahead. I think it was like 7-8 minutes to go, and then they still lose the game, man.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens next week. But the Blues, that was a good win for the Blues. The Blues, I picked the Blues to win it this year, remember?
Yeah.
So I gotta say, look, I don't like the boy, right? Bowden. I would chop off half my pinky if Bowden would come play for the Sharks. I willingly cut off the top of my finger.
Yeah, but I've got a new favorite Aussie rugby player, Vic.
Who? Liner?
No, Charlie Cale plays for the Brumbies. He's the number 8, magnificent specimen, absolutely fantastic. Come back now from a
long.
long.
What are we talking about here? Rugby or what are we talking about?
No, rugby, man. Charlie Cale, he is freaking amazing for the Brumbies. He's the number 8. Has been out now injury, I think, for 1.5 years. He's come back now. Looks amazing, Vic.
Oh, well, hey, listen here. Another one, Charlie Gamble.
Yeah.
Playing well. Listen here. We said it a year ago, and I'm going to say it now. If you New Zealanders, I think New Zealand's still stronger than Australia right now. But in 18 months' time, or in 15 months' time, when that World Cup comes around, if I'm New Zealand, I'm shitting myself. Because those Aussies at home, or those mongrels, the dingo-lickers, they will be so ready for it. And they got young talent. Hey, Jurgensen. Oh, Suwali. They've got a few good ones.
Not just that, the Western Force just signed somebody from the NRL. Zach. Oh, I can't remember his name. So it's a great young
Zach Attack.
Zach Attack, yeah. Great young prospect there for the Western Force. So the rugby union are starting to steal some players from the rugby league, man.
Listen here, if you're New Zealanders, Australians, or Moana, I'd say, there's this young Swiss kid, right? I watched him on the weekend. 18 years old. I think he's a hooker or a prop. I'm not sure anymore. I can't remember quite. And he plays in the French second division. And in France, he's been looked at as one of the biggest talents in French rugby. But he's Swiss. He needs to change the nation if he wants to play big on higher. But I'll get his name for you next week. Next show, I'll get it. There's some good Swiss players out there too, man.
Playing badly, man.
We are in the top 25 of the world rankings, man.
Listen here, we spanked old Germany on the weekend.
Deutschland, nirgendwo. They're gone, man. They went missing. Let's look at that Super Rugby table quickly there. So it's still the Brumbies out on top, ahead of the Chiefs and the Hurricanes, followed by the Blues. Everybody has 4 or 3 games. Drua had their bye this weekend. At the bottom there, look, at the bottom, 8th position, the Crusaders. That's worrying, isn't it?
Yeah.
But look, the Crusaders make the playoffs, Vern. No problem.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly go to the chat. Mamousa Bas says, is forward passes part of Super Rugby? No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
I don't know what he's getting onto, but...
So maybe you saw a few forward passes. Listen here. There isn't a game of rugby that I don't watch on a weekly basis. It doesn't matter if I watch Six Nations, URC. I mean, my Sharks are like the world champions in fucking forward passes. I think my Sharks think they're playing American football.
Mamousa Bas says, Vic said it, convicts, mate.
Yeah, there you go. Mongrels, man.
Mongrel.
But you know what? It's better to have a good mongrel than one of these high-strung, purebred dogs. You know, they're always sick. They're always going to the vet. They always got diarrhea and fucking worms and stuff like that. A mongrel, yeah, give him a kick every now and then. It doesn't matter. Mongrels, they can live off the land, and that makes them dangerous.
I'm just checking out our poll there. It's super close now, man.
Who's blaming? Who they're blaming? Who the English blaming?
Players not good enough, 26%. Steve Borthwick, 26%. Starts with Captain Itoshi, 26%. And they believe their own media hype, 22%.
You know what if I would go, I'd go 50% I'd have to put Itoshi and the players are not good enough into one bracket. I'd give that 50%. I'd give the media hype 30%. And I'd only give Borthwick a 20% blame. That's the way I'd go.
Yeah, I think so too.
Listen here, I'd take Steve Borthwick at the Sharks in a heartbeat.
Fuck, I'll take my dead grandmother at the Sharks in a heartbeat. But
come on, let's be honest. Let's be honest, you know. So
I don't know what.
We still got sevens. Don't forget. Let me talk about the sevens quickly. Okay, we'll start off with the ladies. So third place was the USA. They beat France 35-21. The semi-finals were both bloody close. The final could have been USA-France. It was that close this week. And then in the final, it was New Zealand against Australia. It was 17-17 with about a minute to go. Then New Zealand scored again. I mean, listen here. If you want to watch world-class women's rugby, you just got to watch that final. I mean, Pori Lane for New Zealand. What's her name? Jorah Miller. Jorah Miller's got to be the best rugby player in the world right now. She is phenomenal. Look, New Zealand had one of their better players injured, Sorensen McGee. And then, of course, Australia. Everybody knows Vic loves the Aussies. I mean, you know, Madison Ashby, Madison Levi, Dennis. I mean, to watch that game, that's why I want to do that next week, the sevens in New York. I hope it's again the final New Zealand-Australia because it's just a phenomenal game of rugby. Well done. Let's take a look at the standings quickly of the women's. This is how it stands going into the last round there. New Zealand on 98, Australia on 92. Australia can only get ahead of New Zealand if New Zealand don't make the final, which is not going to happen. So it'll be New Zealand will win this year's sevens competitions. Australia will be the runners-up. And then USA, France, they're fighting it out for that third spot there. And Britain, like I said in the morning show, can't call them Great Britain because they're right at the bottom of the table. They'll be relegated. And I think the Lady Bokke or the Lady Blitzbokke or the Blessbokke, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. They could be coming up next year.
That would be good, man.
Be good. I hear rumors that they might expand it to 12 teams.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There you go. You got to be careful because if they expand it to 10 teams, you got to play 4 games on the Saturday. That's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot. You got to check it out. Then let's have a look at the men. And yeah, there you go. Fiji beat Australia for the third place spot there after they lost to Spain in the semi-finals. Fiji. Australia got hammered by South Africa in the semi-finals, and the final, South Africa-Spain, it was all over within about 5 minutes. Because Shelton van Wyk and the boys, they just ran riot. Old Oosterhuizen there. The man's freaking he's about my size, 2 meters, weighs 110 kilos, and runs like he's fucking Usain Bolt, man.
Yeah, did Donovan Don play?
Yes, and Lades is unbelievable, man.
He's good, man.
Lades is unbelievable. No, good win for the Blitzbokker them. And we had our how do you say our registered idiot here, Janre. He came to me. They're not winning a game. They're not winning a game. They won the tournament. They didn't lose a game. There you go. Let's have a look at the standings of the men. It's Fiji on top with 86 points, same as South Africa. Fiji are plus 201 points. South Africa's plus 199. Let's see. Would it be fitting if they both meet each other in the final there in New York? Winner takes all, you know. New Zealand can't get better than third. Big difference between the first two and the next group. And then again, not so great Britain at the bottom there with 36. They'll be relegated, so there'll be no British teams in there. Maybe, hey Lawrence, maybe Scotland can make their own team for the sevens. There you go. So that was the sevens rugby. It was fantastic there. Beautiful venue, good crowd there in Vancouver. Looked nice. This weekend it's New York, big city of dreams.
When is that New York tournament?
I think it's at MetLife.
But when?
On Saturday.
It's this Saturday again.
This weekend starts at around about 8 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, that's okay.
You know, maybe even a little bit earlier. So we'll see if we can fit some games in there. Definitely on the Sunday I'll do the finals and stuff like that again. Most definitely. But that's our Defcon Rugby show for today. Have you got anything to add, Vern? Is there anything you want to tell the English? Can you help them out?
Yes. Stop playing rugby, just do bowls, man.
They can't even play cricket properly. Well, neither can the South Africans.
Neither can the South Africans. But, just stop, don't believe your... Wait, what's it? Don't believe the hype.
I mean, if you came from another planet, like you came from Klendakton, right?
Our favorite planet.
And you picked up a newspaper about 4 weeks ago. The sports pages in the UK, the Sun, the Mirror, the Guardian, the Times, all these cucking newspapers. If you had picked up the sports page, you turned it around, and you read about the rugby, you would have thought, this team, what is this funny team called England here? They must be amazing. I mean, they must be the greatest thing since sliced bread. They're winning everything. I mean, there's no one that can touch them. That was 3 weeks ago. If you come now from Klendakton, it's like, who are these mongrels? I mean, no. I even think the little green men from Mars could beat the English right now in rugby. But that's the show for today. Oh, big news. Time out here. Big news. Vern's going live at 10 o'clock tonight with the sumo. He will be covering all the nappy wearers there to see what happens. So we'll be ready. I'm coming in a second. So we'll be ready. So join Vern for that at 10 o'clock Central European time. Day 2 of the sumo. Looking forward to that.
Guys, have a good one.
Ciao.